Hello guys. I think today is time to record small. Since I started doing this, we released on the beginning of March. And many of you already tried this. So actually like 2,400 people tried. And yeah, I'm so excited to show you how actually everything is working, what it is. And this is specifically, I would say, like especially for people who is in the magnet business, because this software has been built for us. It's not has been built for everybody, right? So we try to solve our problem that we had, and the main problem is editing, right? Because we sell a lot of magnets, and editing process takes so much time, and I always had in my mind like, what if we have something that we just like drag and drop and it will automatically create a template for us. We're gonna combine all customer orders. We like because we don't sell in sets. We are selling like two magnets to one customer, 22 to other, nine to third customer. Like, we have like mashed potato. And yeah, and that's why I come up with this. And I just want to show you. It might solve your problem as well if you struggle with this. If you don't, that's fine. Just take a look or yeah. And so this is I try to do everything as simple as possible because that's what we need. I don't want to, and I don't like complicated stuff. So you can register, it's free. You can log in with a Google account or create your own login and password, and we're gonna start. Just click browse templates. So what we're gonna see here a lot of different templates. That's so far I built, but I'm gonna actually cover everything. So what we have here, we do have flexible magnets, we do have button magnet USA, and we do have also buttons China, because some of you might have Chinese machine. I've never used one, but I know that many people are using them. Like, I just added a couple templates, and feel free to use calendar templates, saves the date templates, and custom template. This one is also kind of like my favorite one. I'm like, I don't know. I saw someone on Facebook like, hey guys, I do have a machine that's size 96 by 73. Like, do anyone have a template? Like, and somebody's asking like, where did you get this one? And like, okay, I designed the custom template, and I'm gonna cover later what this one is. So yeah, we're gonna start with flexible magnets. With the flexible magnets first. So this is the sizes that we sell the most, right? So the small, medium, and large, and extra large. And also we're gonna cover a little bit of like flexible retro style. It's kind of like Polaroid style. So this one, what we actually sell, and that's why it's here. So yeah, click on the flexible magnet, so it's gonna sort out for you everything, and click use template. So once you click use template, as you can see, let's start from the top. So it's gonna, the template called flexible magnets 12 up, it's gonna tell you that it's 12 images on one sheet. Here is the print size. So we are using US letter size 8.5 by 11 inches. If you're somewhere in Australia or Europe, you might switch to A4. So once you switch to A4 size, your small images, they will not be squared. They will be a little bit of like, like rectangular, because they out like letter size and A4 size a little bit different. So that's why you might see this one side is longer than the other one. If you are using, because some people might use printer photo paper like 8 by 10, so you can just use 8 by 10. And I also added 5 by 7, 4 by 6 sizes as well. But I'm gonna cover what I use. It's US letter. So this is the dimension sheet, and we are always exporting in 300 dpi print quality. All right, so the next thing is we do have like cutting lines, right? So we do have for scissors, for cutter, and no line. So let's start with for scissors. That's if somebody's cutting magnets with the scissors. I don't know those people, but I named this for scissor because I'm using actually this one, because I'm cutting always through the line with my knife and ruler. But for some, let's say my wife, she said like, I don't need those lines. Can you add a little bit like on top and on the bottom, and I'm gonna line up on the cutter. I'm like, okay, of course. And here's for the cutter. You can actually cut with knife and ruler as well, but here's the option. As you can see on top and on the bottom, you have some small notches that you can, like those lines, right? And you can cut through it. So, and once you cut, you will not see any gray area on your magnets. Or if you're using this one, you need to perfectly cut through that line. Right, so, and there's like section no line, so there's like no border. So if you want to play just a collage of 12 images on the sheet, you can simply use this one. All right, so we're gonna use for scissors, and then the next one is line color, right? Because some of our customer ask if we can make a little bit darker or we can make in a different color. I decided to do like in 3 colors: black, gray, and red. Or you can select white, and I'm gonna tell you why there's white as well. The next thing that I also added is border color, because everybody is selling magnets, and we also teach people how to sell magnets, and we showed in our software before that we have used, we were making always in white colored borders, but some customers were requesting on a Valentine's Day if we can make in red. I'm like, okay, here we go. So, and here you can actually customize everything. You can do red, gray, yellow, purple, and there's a custom color. You can just customize whatever you want, right? So, and why do we have here white? Because let's say if you're gonna select a darker color, you will not see it clearly, so then you can select line color in white. Okay, so let's leave it as it was before. So, and then we do have upload photos. You can click upload photos, like let's say if you have 5, 10, 11, you can just click and upload them. And if you do have a folder, you can upload with the folders. But this uploading with the folder is a little bit better to work if you're doing button magnets, because I'm gonna show you later what it does. And this one actually is something that everybody requested, and no one did this. Okay, so we can go back a little bit. I'm gonna show you the other templates. So we do have 9 up, so it's gonna be 9 images, 6. We do have 6 on one sheet, and we do have extra large. It's gonna be 4, right? So let's start work with 9 images, right? So we're gonna click upload, and we're gonna select 9 images. All right, so I got, and let's do one more. Yeah. So the thing is, what this software does, once you uploaded all images, it will automatically rotate it. Let's say if you do have vertical images, it's going to rotate vertically. If you do a horizontal image, it's going to do horizontally. Unfortunately, I don't see, I think I do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do have. Let's delete this one. So everything that I uploaded is vertically, and I'm gonna upload a horizontal image, and it will automatically rotate the image. So it's not gonna be cropped like this. It will automatically rotate for you, and you don't need to do anything extra. So it's just like drag and drop everything into the software, and it will automatically make. But my recommendation for you is always to check if it's cut properly, if everything is visible, if, like, let's say if head of people or some like important parts hasn't been cropped. So you need to always make sure, right? So on the right side, what do we have? We do have something like editing area, but I tried to make this as simple as possible, and all buttons that we actually are using, so I didn't add anything extra. So let's say you do have an image, and you can see here how much you crop the image. You can drag and drop here. You can zoom in here, but I'm using my roller on the mouse and it's making this perfectly. So you do have rotation here as well. You can rotate image if you need. Zoom in, zoom out. You can flip it vertically or horizontally. And also buttons reset fit. So it's going to reset this image on the original position. Once you upload it, and then if let's say you did some changes, right, and you don't like it, you can click reset and it automatically going to the first step that it was before, right? Or let's say you did something, you zoomed in, you moved the image, and we do have undo button here as well. So you can go back step by step. Or this one is going to do like all the way back, like. Or also one very, very important button that we are using is called 100% fit. So what does this thing make, right? Let's say you do have image and you put into the template and it's cropped face, right? So instead, we're not going to cut face or important part. We're gonna print the entire image. So we're gonna click 100% fit, and as you can see, it's just added some extra borders on the side, and in this case, we're going to print the entire image that customer uploaded. That's only in the if we need to print the entire image. And also a really important part regarding the duplication, because sometimes customers saying, hey, can you make this image 2 times, this one 3 times, and this one 5 times? What we're gonna do, just click on the image, click 2 times. Yep, you do have 2. If we need 3, there we go, it's added 3. If we need 5, let's say of this, boom, we got extra 5 images. So yeah, that's how it works. So we can add a couple more. And let's say we have this template. This one, I'm gonna reset the position. Everything looks perfectly, right? And we can play a little bit with the color. If we want to change this color, if we want to make borders a little bit darker, or I don't know, it's just like your preference. So once you created your template, you can click export, and it's going to give you 3 pages, 8.5 by 11 inches, 300 dpi. Click on PDF. It's going to generate a PDF file for you. All right, so we do have PDF file, and there we go. So this PDF file is heavy. It's, let me take a look. I think it's around 72 megabytes. It's heavy because all images in high quality. So then I'm going to show you the printing settings, which is very, very important, and there's a lot of people are missing this. So we're gonna click print, right? And we need to select our printer. Then we need to select paper that we're printing on. So make sure that you are selecting US letter, not borderless, because if you're gonna select borderless, it's not going to print correctly. So click US letter. Then what you need to do is, you can see here on the template, we do have a lot of white borders around because it's not borderless, and we do have green, but we're missing green, those lines, green lines around, right? So what we need to do, we need to make sure that we are printing our image, the entire image, not filling the entire paper. So we're gonna click scale to fit, print the entire image. There we go. So now we do have that we are that we are printing the entire image. So once you print the image, you will see some white borders around, and all cutting areas will be visible. And then once you did those adjustments. Here you can select rear tray. We're using photo semi-glossy, or sometimes we use glossy paper. Click semi-glossy and then best quality, and then click print. So yeah, once you've done this, click clear all, and yeah, everything will be clean. So all functions are the same for small, medium, large. So once you upload all images, let's say you uploaded 13 images, it's going to be here as well. And the good part is, because some of you, so I heard a lot like, how can I print multiply orders on one sheet? So I'm gonna show you. It's super easy. So whatever you do, you just like, let's say you do have, okay, let's switch to the other one. So let's say we do have 3 different orders, right? Click upload. Here's first order. So you uploaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So you do have 3 empty spaces. Click upload. Here's more. And as you can see, all images has been automatically rotated. You don't need to do anything extra. So you edit more images, just drag and drop. You have third order, add them as well. There we go. So everything has been filled. So we do have 43 images, and we have a few more spaces. You can add more, right? 48 images, and it's 8 pages. So you have 8 pages to print. Once you add it, click export, and it's going to generate a PDF file for you, and it's ready to print. It's super, super simple. All right, let's clean this up. So we covered templates. Let's do a little bit of retro style. That's how it looks like. You can change the color as well. So there are a lot of different options. So you can make any color you like, especially for Valentine's Days or for Mother's Days, whatever your mother the best color is, just print those images with those borders and she's gonna love. Same thing with the paper. It's gonna make it a little bit bigger, smaller, so whatever you select here. All right. So now what we're gonna do, so we just cover flexible magnets. You can select your favorite one if you are using. So we covered flexible magnets. I think there's like nothing to cover more. It's super easy. In 20 minutes, you've learned the software, how to make flexible magnets. And so next one, I'm gonna cover button magnets. So regarding button magnets, this is USA. What this means? A button magnets, this is the Tecra templates. Who knows, the Tecra is the company who makes custom button machines to make pins, buttons, and everything else. We are an authorized reseller, so we sell the machines as well. And this is specifically Buttons USA. That means it's Tecra. So let's start with one of the most popular template size. It's 2x2 button. It says magnet. Okay, it's 2x2 magnet. And let's work with this. So I added 6 images on one sheet, and if you're gonna click here 9 up, it's gonna make a template 9 up. Some of you might like 6, some of you might want to save paper. You can use 9 up. So, and the same with the paper. If you are using A4, use A4. But as you can see, with A4, you will not be able to have that much space to cut. So it's better to use, for A4, it's better to use 6 up. That's my personal opinion. And yeah, regarding the border color, this is also something that I added recently. And you know, when you make a button, actually, I do have here. Yeah, when you make a button, right, and you see everything on the back is just white, right? And I decided, like, what if we are going to add color, right? Because let's say this button is kind of like blue grayish, and what if we're gonna cover the black part, the back part with a different color, or maybe we can add yellow, red, or whatever color we like. And you can also change the color text. Let's say, because if you're using, darker color, obviously we need to have text in white or black. It's not going to be visible, right? So, but we are going to use just the basic. And let's start with customization. So what do we have here as well? We do have here label text, right? So we edit text on top, on the bottom, and on two sides. So what do we have here is website, because everybody is looking to display their own website, right? So we're gonna make snapmagnets.com, right? So the website is going to be on top. On the bottom, we are going to add order number, ORD, let's say 031658. So, and then we do have on the bottom. Also, I would recommend for you to add another text where it's made in USA, and custom text you can make, I don't know, like happy birthday, or if customer is requesting something, or maybe it's extra information for you to find those magnets, or maybe it's going to be the date, or I don't know. Just like you can leave it empty, right? And here also is positioning, right? If you want to see the website on top, or you can switch website on the bottom, or order number on the top, and switch those on the sides as well. That's how it works. So if you are going to customize order number, it's going to be this way. But the problem that I faced with, let's say I do have two orders, and those two orders from two customers. And if I'm uploading the images, this order number is going to be applied for every images, like in Canva, because some people are using Canva, and they always changing the order number, which takes so long. It takes so much time. So I come up with this. Once you, let's say, uploaded images, so we're uploading 12 images, it's going to ask you to assign the order number. So if you're going to skip this step, this order number is going to be assigned, which you input right here. But if you're going to assign, let's say we do have like 4500, right? Right here. So you can see here, it's assigned 4500, right? Okay. And then we do have another customer who placed order for 5 magnets. Click here, and it's asking you again, assign order number 4501. Apply. So as you can see, those images, they got their own order number, 4501. This one, 4500. And let's say we got third customer who placed order for, I don't know, another 9 magnets. Click, and 4502. Apply. There we go. So once you uploaded all images, then you can simply go and a little bit add editing here. So it's going to be like, you need to move up and down to see if important parts hasn't been cropped, right? Because it's going to crop image exactly on the center, right? So exactly, let's say this image, I would move a little bit. This one, I would move a little bit down. So yeah, you can make those changes, and once you are done, you can click export, and it's going to export all files for you. You can also change these settings if you want, but those things are optional. All right, so and one important thing that I also want to mention here, as you can see, we got this image, right? And I think we need to zoom out a little bit, everything, so we can remember the button 100% fit, so you can just click 100% fit, and we're going to print the entire image. So that's how this button works, right? Because let's say customer said, I don't want this image to be cropped because I cropped like head of the woman and then the man, so we decided to just click 100% fit, and you can print this image entirely, but remember, you're gonna have white borders on top and on the bottom. So, and yeah, once you uploaded all images and you checked everything, if everything is working perfectly, click export and then print your images directly from your computer, as I previously showed you with medium size magnets. Okay, so once you've done here, simply click clear everything up, then go to the templates. So we do have more different templates. Those are one of the most popular that everybody is using, and what we use, we do have round ones as well here. So let's try to use 2¼ Everything is the same, so you're just customizing your own website, order number, then made in USA is going to show you right here, and custom text. Let's say if you want, it's going to, fill around the button, so it's going to be visible on the side of the back, like on the back of the button once you print this. But sometimes your customer doesn't want this. You simply going to delete and then customize color on the back. So it's simple and it's super easy to do. So one important part that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so we're going to upload images. It's going to automatically, so we need to assign order number, apply, and as you can see, everything has been perfectly centered. If you need to adjust images, you can simply adjust. If you need 100% fit, so it's going to fit 100% image. So that's how it works. Okay, so we're gonna clean this up. Next one I'm gonna show you. So let's try to use 2x3. What does this mean? The upload folder, what this means? That means that we can upload the entire folder. Let's say you do have 4 folders, right? So if you're gonna upload folder, click upload. It is going to assign the order number, the name of the folder. So if your folder, let's say, because like when we accept orders, we name this one folder 1, order number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 15 small. So our images, like we are naming the folder with number, order number, and quantity of the magnets and size. So, and you can upload folder and it's going to assign the folder number on the back of the magnet, and then click another one. So let's say buttons, upload, click upload. So you can see there's the processing, it's uploading. As you can see, buttons, it says buttons here on top. As you can see, order number is different. That's how easy it is. I mean, like, this is the easiest thing that you can do. I don't know, you can't miss. So after you uploaded everything, you do have 8 sheets. Click export PDF file, download to your computer, and then just clean up here. So super simple. Same thing with the China templates. Some people texted me that this template does not work. So the thing is, why does it work with your machine? Because you are printing incorrectly. So we have tested those templates with other customers and everything has been working perfectly. And make sure that you are printing the entire image, because if you're going to fill the entire paper, it's not going to work. But yeah, once again, if you're going to have any issues and really doesn't work with your machine, text me to the Snap Magnets or to our email and say, hey, I'm using this machine and blah, blah, blah. And I'm gonna have a call with you and we might set up for your machine. We're gonna add, or I'm gonna just, create a template here, or actually I'm gonna show you how to make this quickly. So next one is a calendar template. So you can actually make calendars here as well. So we do have month here, so you can select month. You can upload your photos and then drag and drop images. Those look so good, right? You can select year, months, right? So let's say we uploaded image for May, so it says May is already filled. Then we need for January, we need something for February. Let's do for March, April. So it's also super simple, and then click export. And here's the thing. So once you export, you can export single pages. You can, like, let's say you can select, you can export a 12-month in a single pages, or you can create 6 images on one sheet or 4 images on one sheet. So it also super easy. Let me show you. There we go. So you already have the ready template to print. That's how simple this is. I can believe so. Okay, so this one is one of the most wanted thing I know, and ta-da, it's coming soon. So I'm gonna work on this probably next week because I am kind of busy right now with my job. I mean, like with magnets, because we're making magnets as well, and I'm focusing also on this part. This part is another thing. So, but I promise I'm gonna make this as well. So next thing I'm gonna cover, that's regarding that story about the custom size that I heard on Facebook. So I also made things like this, like custom template. So you're gonna make your own template, and it's super easy and it's super helpful. So I'm gonna show you how that is working. So you click to the template for this, right? So you just cut one piece of paper, or you do have a miler, so you need to measure your miler. I would recommend to use this one. So this one is measuring inches or millimeters. You need to measure like from one to another side, right? And let's say you do have 69 by, I don't know, like 85, and you are using US letter size. Then click open. Voila, you do have custom templates specifically for this, for your machine. You are welcome. So I'm gonna show you something else. I think some of you know, but some of you don't know that TechRare has their templates here. Okay, so let's say you do have size. I think this one is good example. So what we need to do, we just need to select the size. So as you can see, the red line, 2.5 by 4.5 cut line, but the actual cut line is 2.270. What we're gonna do, we just click in inches, 2.270, and then the other one, 5.270, and then open in editor. Voila, you do have 4 custom templates here. And here is your custom text that you can add, discuss. Let's try some other template. 2.5. I want to try 1-inch square. Not sure they do have here. Run. 1.5 by 2.5 square. So those are smaller ones. So you can see this 2.207. We're gonna go to the templates, custom template. If you want to select millimeters, select millimeters. So we got 12 up, and then simply use this as a custom template. All right, so regarding those templates, I think I covered most of them. The calendar saves the dates are coming soon, custom template, you can build your own. If you will have any issues with these things, because, once again, it's still I'm developing this, and if anyone has an issue, we can have a call and set up that for you. So feel free to message me if you have issues. Okay, another thing that I forgot to mention, we do have here dark mode because sometimes I'm working at night and it's much easier to switch to the dark mode instead of light mode, just because to make sure that your eyes are not getting, a lot of light. So this part I have covered. Templates. You have all templates. You do have selection here. Uploads, it works the same way of uploading files. Here's your favorite template. Account, that's your account. Then community. So if you're going to click community, it's going to go to our Facebook community. You can join and we're going to add you as well. All right, so and this one is kind of my favorite one because a lot of people they struggling, with making images, and I come up with a mockup, right? So usually you're making images of your buttons, and sometimes they're not that good, but or come up with this one. And it also helps you when your customer is asking like, hey, can you send me a preview how it's going to look like on a magnet, or how actually you're going to crop it, upload, let's say, this image. And as you can see, it's automatically generating for you the model looks like a real button. You can click square and it's gonna make square for you. Super easy. So, and then click download mockup, and then you can send to your customer, or you can upload this as a listing. So yeah, I'm gonna also update these things. But so far, feel free to use. Now, within the 20 days, so many people message me on Instagram, Facebook, some of the via email. So we had here also community that people might request it for other things. We do have also our students that have tested the software. We had a call with 5 of them. I had a call, and we were trying to adjust things that didn't work. And I do basics, some are not, and I'm gonna answer for you everything. So you might have those questions, but I'm gonna cover for you probably in the next 10 minutes. So how do I get access to the Snap Studio and how long it will be available? So it's available online. You just go to studio.snapmagnets.com and register your account or a monthly subscription. It's not one-time purchase, it's not monthly subscription. We have built that so far for ourselves. We're gonna keep it free for as long as we can, but we're gonna cover this a little bit later as well. Do you need any design experience to use Snap Studio? I think you don't, or 55-year-old woman who is making magnets on both Mac or Windows. You can use this in any browser. Is a Snap Studio beginner friendly? Yes, it does. So I just show you how everything is simple. Can Snap Studio automatically resize my images to fit magnet template? Yes, that's what I showed. You drag and drop and it will automatically rotate and it will fit to the template. That regarding the folders, can I upload the folder? Yes, so we can upload folders. That's exactly what we covered. Just drag and drop the entire folder, and that's for the button magnets actually. So you're gonna upload the folder, and it's going to assign or order number under on the back of the magnets that you uploaded. Can I use Snap Studio for large orders or bulk production? Yes, that's actually for what it has been designed for. I think you can do pins, but once again, you can use the button machines. And this one actually for magnets, you can do prints, just cut without magnets, but I don't think you can do something else in here. Okay, integrate it with Shopify or Etsy. We don't have, because let's say when we work on Etsy, we download all orders to the folders, we sort them, and then we are editing. So if we want to integrate, so that might cost some money, but so far I don't plan to do this because I want to make this as simple as possible. And for you, I recommend to do a little bit manually to check all images. Okay. Can I generate a QR code for events directly inside Snap Studio? So regarding the events, I got so many messages regarding this. I don't know, not so many, probably up to 10, like eight people messaged me like, can I use this on events with a QR code? I know what you mean, that the people scanning QR code, they upload images. Going to add this probably next month. And yeah, we're gonna do this as well for the events. Probably I'm gonna add here button events, and you're gonna create your events. You're gonna customize. I might add the payment system here as well. Do I get updates when the new feed? Add something else here. Will there be tutorial included with this software? Actually, this was the tutorial, and I think there's nothing to teach because I try to build as simple as possible, right? Once you just click create a template, you see everything here, like upload photos, so you know that this upload photos means. And yeah, there's nothing complicated. But if you're struggling with something, you can always text me, call me, and then I will help you. What's the difference between Snap Studio and working in Canva? The difference is that this one specifically built for custom. Yeah, because I think in Canva you can do a lot of different customization, which is good, but this one is a simple part that like speed up your workflow, and yeah, that's for what it has been built. Why should I use Canva or Photoshop? I'm not encouraging you to use this. I'm just showing what I use, and like with what people are struggling with, don't use. If you want, you are welcome. I think I covered the most, so there's like some more, but they're very simple. Yes, guys, so if you have any questions or suggestions how to improve this, how to make it better, if you need add extra functions, because you might notice here there was a button today, it's called, I forgot how. So the section was like when you download the template, it's automatically saving here. And if you need it, you just click on your previous templates, your previous work, and you can see all templates that you have downloaded. So those templates were super heavy. And the thing is, I got bill for the storage, and so I decided to turn that down because I don't think you will come back and look for those images that has been saved here because you already have on your own computer. So that has been turned down because of the extra payments, and like nobody's using this. We had over like 1,200 images stored there, templates. That's kind of a lot for like 20 days. We had also some AI feature, but also people start using it and it didn't work well, so I turned this down until we figured out how we like gonna make this work perfectly. Yeah, and that's I think I covered everything that I had to. Okay, once again, any questions, any suggestions, you can snap magnets. So our website, Instagram is snap magnets, or to our email. And yeah, I hope this video helped you a little, how to make templates, how to speed up the process, how to customize. So much.